I'm Jo from Illustrate Nature, and today I thought we'd look at pencils because I'm often being asked by students which pencils they should use. Pencils, you get H pencils, you get HB pencils, and you get B pencils, and the difference is an H pencil, the H pencils tend to be hard and you can do very fine detail with them, whereas the B pencils, and here I've got a 3B and a 9B, they're soft and they're very good for doing shading and that sort of thing. Now, an HB I find is very useful to start with. It's a standard pencil and it's very good for drawing and sketching with. And then we'll look at the varying tones you can get with an HB. And then once you've done that, you can test other pencils, but it's good to realise what it is you can get with one pencil first before you go on and try others. Okay, we'll get started. First, I'm going to do what's known as a tonal strip test. I've drawn out 9 boxes. Now the first box you just leave white because that's the highlight colour. Then I'm gradually getting darker and darker as I fill in each box. At this stage it doesn't matter what marks you use to do this, you've just got to get gradually darker. This is very useful to keep by you whilst you're drawing so that you can see the differences your pencil can have. I'm just using an HB pencil here, but you can see just from this that the variety of shades is a lot. Now what I would normally suggest doing is after you've done this with the HB pencil, then you test out an H pencil, a 2H pencil, a 2B pencil, a 4B pencil, maybe even a 6B pencil to see the different shades you can get. And then we've got 9, it's really dark, and notice I'm leaving no gaps. If I was leaving gaps it wouldn't have the same effect. Just very dark. It's a good idea to play with your pencil, experiment with what you can get. So here I'm using quite dark strokes, then I've got quite quick strokes, soft strokes. Just trying out the pencil and what you can get with it. Okay, I'm going to move on to showing you sort of some of the that's the wrong word, some of the standard mark making techniques. First of all, of course, you've got your just plain old cross hatching, which goes across like that. It can be very dark, it can be very light, it can be close together, further apart. Next we've got cross hatching, which is very similar. You've got the lines going one way and then they cross the other way. With this you can get very dark, of course, because you can keep crossing over. So you've got the dark there and the light on the other side. Next we've got multi-directional which is simply, going where you feel is right at the time. I follow contours a lot, so when I'm drawing a plant, I will often follow the contours of the branch or the stem. Very useful indeed, but always remember to think about your line. Think about where it's going, don't just scribble. And then, actually, I have missed out a box. This is stippling. Stippling is great. It's used a lot in drawing. I use it in drawing insects and things. It does take a long time. It's not just randomly dotting. You do have to think about where your dots are going. But yes, you use dots to do the shadow. So there you are. You can have dots further apart, close together. Press hard, press light, etc. Okay, and then I'm going to draw another box. And this final one I'm going to do is semicircles, basically doing semicircles that fit into each other. And I like using this one because you can get a very smooth look sometimes because the circles blend into each other. So there we go. It's a bit faster than the stippling, but not that fast. But it does have a nice effect. I'm doing it a bit clumsy here. I'm sure you could do it much more neater than me. Do you see how the circles are beginning to blend into each other? You can darken it by overlaying, lighten it. Remember not to leave white spaces, as white spaces they don't make sense if they don't have a reason for being there. Okay, so this is the semicircles. And there we are, nice dark bit in the corner there. And you see how that can be used. So that was Jo from illustratenature.com. I hope you have a good practice, and I see you next time. Bye bye.